The honest answer is I don't know. I'm different on camera. I have met YouTubers who I'm sure you watch who are rude. This is too hot to drink. Hello, hi, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a fun video. Today I am going to be doing a massive Q&A all about doing YouTube, having a channel, the goss, the tea, the tips, the tricks. If you haven't already subscribed, please feel free to do so and give this a thumbs up. Why not? If you want more tea or more like juicy videos about me, about YouTube, about anything, and I will get on with it because we've got stuff to cover. Let's get straight into it with a very common question, which was how do you balance doing YouTube with life and especially with a degree? And the answer to that question is I don't know, but I love everything that I do and so I make it work, and I think that that's one of the key things to say is if you don't love it, you won't make it work. Do you know what I mean? You won't find the time for it. So if you're making videos you love, you'll find a way to do that. And my biggest tip would have to be to make sure that you have time planned out. That is where I go wrong. That is where every time I've stopped uploading consistently for like chunks of time, that's been the reason why. It's basically you have to say I'm filming on Monday and I'm uploading on Tuesday, or you leave it and suddenly you realise that you've left gaps of weeks and weeks between videos. You just have to be realistic about the amount of free time you have and like divvying that up between the things you want to do. I will definitely be doing a video on time management, so do look out for that in the future. Next question is, how long does it take to edit a video and what do you use? So for me, I would say it takes about an hour to film from like start to finish, setting up and everything. Between an hour and 2 hours to edit depending on the video, sometimes a little bit more, but it really depends on what it is. And then like another half an hour to do all the processing and stuff that needs to be done afterwards. What I use to edit is Final Cut Pro. It's just the thing that I find easiest. I've actually got quite quick at that now, again, which is why I can bang out a video actually probably in half an hour, just like an easy video. And that brings me on really nicely to say thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this part of the video. So when they approached me, I jumped on this, I'm not gonna lie to you, because they have such a fab premise that I thought this is perfect, this is exactly the kind of thing I want to share with you guys. Essentially, broken down, thousands of online classes that are all about an hour or a little bit shorter, and they have a huge number of categories and classes and stuff where you can basically go on and take a class and learn something. For example, you can take a Final Cut Pro class and teach yourself how to edit using Final Cut Pro. There's filmmaking on a budget, there's stuff about color grading your videos, about building an authentic audience, basically anything if you wanted to start up a channel. One of the things I particularly liked is that they cater, I think, to people who are starting up. So they have the kind of classes that you would take when you wanted to begin your own channel or begin your own like new creative journey. So they don't require you to have a load of really fancy things, which is something that came up in the questions quite a lot about like what do I use to film and edit and can I do that on my iPhone and all sorts, and the answer is yes. And using something like Skillshare you can learn how to do that properly. They have, for example, an iPhone like creating cinematic video just using your phone class, which I think is great because you just need your phone. And in case you were interested in the course I'm taking, I wanted to take an Excel course, so I'm taking Excel for the Real World, Gain the Basic Skills of Microsoft Excel by Al Chen. And all of this costs you $10, or roughly, if you're from the UK, £8 a month. So it's actually cheaper than 3 coffees, if I'm honest, to have access to all of this. Like the resources are, I mean, they're not endless, but they're endless. And right now, you might have a bit of time, or you might want a distraction, or you might want to relax in a new way. And for the first 1,000 people that sign up with the link that I will pop right at the top of the description for you, then you get 2 months free. So essentially, for free, you can go and explore all of these amazing creative things during this time when you might want a little something fun to do. Question, who is the rudest YouTuber you've ever met? I'm not gonna lie to you, I have met many rude YouTubers. I have met YouTubers who I'm sure you watch who are rude. But I also think that they were probably having a bad day, they were probably overwhelmed with the situation, and you know, I can't judge that based on 1 or 2 encounters with them. It's just not, I don't know, I'm not gonna do that. And I just don't feel like sitting here and naming and shaming people for clout is something I want to do. I will say some of the nicest people I have ever met on YouTube, and I have never had a problem with one of these people are the StudyTube and the uni communities. Okay, I will say one thing because I feel like I'd like to give you a bit of actual tea. If you know Makeup by Mandy, Amanda Steele, I met her at a party before BeautyCon in London the first time they did that, so maybe 5 years ago. And she was with her, like, was her best friend at the time, Aiden, and if you know who he is, he spent the whole night trying to talk to this, like, manager kind of guy who was managing someone who I knew or met again at that party, who's really lovely, who did like presenting work and stuff basically, and also did some YouTube, and had this manager to do the TV stuff, and he spent the whole night trying to like talk to the manager, name dropping, saying things he'd done, because obviously he had quite a big YouTube following, so he was really trying to like get in with this manager, and basically just didn't bat an eyelid at anyone else, like would not talk to anyone else. Amanda Steele herself was a little bit frosty, I won't lie, but I think she was out of her comfort zone. And then Tila Dunn, I met Tila Dunn there, and she was actually really nice. Okay, the next question is, very aptly, how do you get sponsorships? And in answer to that question, it obviously depends on the size of your channel. For the most part, brands will approach you. I think there's also no harm if you love a brand in sending them an email. Sometimes just saying, hi, I really love your brand and I'd love to work with you in some way. Don't be pushy about it, but you know, there's no harm in telling a brand you'd like to work with them. I personally get my sponsorships through my management, so my manager sends me a text basically and just says, hey, this brand wants to work with you, do you want to work with them? These are the terms and stuff, and then I say yes or no. But in general, how do you get sponsorships? The answer is, I mean, there's many ways to get sponsorships, and often you just kind of have to wait for a brand to recognise you. Question linked to that was, when do you get management? Again, the answer to that is, it really depends on you and your channel. I just think it's always good to be like independent and doing things for yourself for as far as you can. And then I think that there comes a time when having someone there to like help with the logistics of things, if you don't have time to do that, or to push you to that next level. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't not have my management or my manager right now, like he's fab, they're fab, but I think you can also do it without. The next question is, has having a YouTube channel impacted your friendships? And people didn't quite know what to make of it. So some people kind of made fun of me, but I think they were just a bit like, oh, why didn't I think of that? But I would say it hasn't impacted my friendships because I don't shove the camera in people's faces all the time, or I try not to at least, and I kind of keep it a little bit separate from life. It's difficult. It's like I want to film my day and I'm in a rehearsal with a room of like 40 people and I need to film, so it is a bit obnoxious that I have to pull out my camera and be like, hi guys, I'm in rehearsal, but also it's my job, and you know, I'll never put someone in a video who doesn't want to be in one. I try and not be too like braggy about it, I guess. But no, I don't think in general it's impacted my friendships that much. I think for the most part my friends think it's cool, and I hope they do at least. And it's interesting to talk to people who don't do it. I have really great conversations with my friends about doing YouTube. If anything, it's gained me a whole nother group of friends because I have YouTube friends, and that's amazing. Again, linking on to the next question, which is, how easy is it to act yourself? Now, I'm different on camera. Granted, I am not the same as when I'm like sat eating my pancakes. This is just not, it's just not the same. And anyone who says they're exactly the same on camera and not, who films sit down videos, no. I think that in vlogs and stuff, I'm pretty much me. Obviously, I'm a little bit more positive. I'm a little bit louder. I'm a little bit more vibrant in parts where I wouldn't be, and sometimes I'm more toned down than I would be in real life. I don't swear on my channel because I don't swear that much in real life, so to not do it in a video for it to be monetized is not a big change to my personality. And I think that for the most part I am me, but just either up or down a little bit, and that's not changing who you are, that's just improving the quality of something you're putting out, which I think is a good thing. Next question, and the penultimate question, is how do you grow your channel? The honest answer is I don't know. You are consistent, you post on all your socials, you put out videos you enjoy doing so you come across well, and you persevere through it. Unless you have a massive breakthrough video, which actually a lot of the big people did, and that is how they got big, you just have to keep going. If you enjoy making videos and you continue making them, like, and your content's good, you will just grow. So I think it's a patience thing. And finally, what is a good first video? And I'm gonna say that a good first video is a good idea of what you'll be doing in the future. Something that you are proud of, something that you've enjoyed making, and something that you think people are going to want to watch. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed and got a bit of goss. And remember to check out Skillshare for your free 2 months. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!